Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Welcome to another episode of 369 So Much More Than Travel. It is a pretty chill day on this Miracle Monday, and I would like to welcome you if you are streaming on Facebook Live. Thanks so much for chiming in. I love y'all, faithful supporters. If you are streaming from YouTube, or Instagram, go ahead, click like and click share. Click like and click share. It is Miracle Mondays. And today's topic we are talking about, what I'm going to talk about today, is why tiny changes make a big difference. Yes. So if you are just tuning in to 369, so much more than travel, it is Miracle Mondays. And today was pretty chill today. I mean, the temperature is dropping. It is definitely, finally, the season has changed. It's fall, so I had to pull out my sweaters and stuff like that, and just cuddle up with my blanket. I was on a lot of meetings today. I mean, I just got off the faith leaders call, and then we had our corporate call, and it's been some amazing things going on within this company. The travel journey continues. So just got off the corporate call and our faith leaders call, and man, oh man, Pastor Mel, not only did he preach a good word today, but he tied it in with the marketplace ministry that we do here at Travorium, because hey, we are definitely in the marketplace. Jesus traveled. So I mean, look, this is how I understand that I am where I'm supposed to be, because God gave me this business, and I told him, yes, I will be sharing it until you call me home, because you say go out and make disciples. And hey, like-minded individuals, and we doing the same thing, sharing the gospel. Hey, we winning. So why tiny changes make a big difference. So I'm gonna take y'all back a little bit to when I was in the work field, having a just over broke, or JOB as you guys call it. And I was thinking, I went to work every single day. Matter of fact, I was working a job since I was 14 years old. And I was taught growing up, go to school, get a good education, go to college or the military, and you will be successful. And I can say I have done all of the above. I went to school, graduated, mostly A's and B's, went to college, got an associate's degree in applied science, went to the military first before I went to college, went to the military, served my country. But I mean, honestly, I did not see myself as being successful. I raised my children, things, life and in between. But I'm telling you, I've never felt that I was thriving. And what I've learned from my personal growth, being with this company, affiliated with my church family and stuff like that, thriving means simply succeeding in the season. Oh, it's getting late because I've been reading. I've done a lot of tiny little changes since I've been in this company, getting a feel for the company as a whole, getting a feel for the product, our byproduct, which is travel. And who doesn't want to travel? But people don't know what they don't know, and that is where we come in. Shout out to two-star director Michelle Campbell. I call her auntie. She did an amazing job on her presentation, and I'm sure now that she's getting the hang of doing the presentations, now she's be ready to come on camera and have a conversation. But I was thinking about all the tiny changes that I've been making. One of them is I've been reading 10 pages of a good book, and I've really been tackling the Atomic Habit. And I actually won that book at a conference. Daryl Maria Roberts, our three-star ambassadors, I actually won that book. So I've been digging in, getting to the meat and potatoes of it. Before, when they gave it to me, before when I won it, I was like, okay, I'm gonna read this book. But life is happening and stuff like that. But I literally I'm basically making changes to my schedule so that way my tiny changes can actually, become a big difference. Because I got into this company 5 years ago, and all I wanted to do was travel. I wasn't interested in the money or anything like that. But then it just organically grew. And I remember my very first partner, and we still, I mean, now it don't matter, but we didn't know each other from a can of paint. We didn't have any mutual friends. Oh, excuse me. We didn't have any mutual friends. We, did not know how we was connected, but he saw me on a social media platform, and I was having a conversation with Pastor Mel, and we didn't even show a presentation, but he was like, sign me up. Whatever he heard that evening, he was like, sign me up. And I love, love, love the way that everything that I have gone through in life, I've always maintained my integrity. And my daily devotional today was about the fruit of the spirit, which are love, and you'll find that in Galatians 5 verses 22 and 23. And the fruit of the spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. And then today on our faith leaders call, I talked about the 7 stages for the blessing of Abraham. Now, y'all know who Abraham is. He was Abram at first, but then when God spoke to him, he changed his name to Abraham. Go back to Genesis chapter 12 through 16, and you'll hear about him. But the 7 stages for the blessing of Abraham, God promised him that he will multiply his legacy from the stars. And he was an old man. Him and his wife was an old man. She even tried to mess up God's plan by sending him to sleep with somebody else to have another child, but that was not a part of God's plan. One thing I know for sure, 2 things for certain. When God has a plan for you, it don't matter which avenue you decide to take. If you got to be turned around, you will get turned around. And I am going to talk about the 7 stages for the blessings of Abraham, but it's going to be a 2-part series to starting with today. I'm going to tell you what they are, but tomorrow on Transparency Tuesday, we're going to get very, very into the meat and potatoes of what each of those means throughout this week. So the 7 stages are: first, Abraham had to go through a little humiliation. I said it right. I be tongue-tied sometimes, but he had to go through a little humiliation. And I know I've been all my life, I've had to fight, it seemed like. So I've been through the humiliation stage quite a few times. Like I said, if you go down one route, and if it's not the route that God wants you to go, he'll make you have to turn around. And sometimes he make you repeat a thing. If you don't get a clue the first time, he'll make you repeat a thing. So the second one is separation. God will, that I can't wait till tomorrow to talk about that. I'm going to talk about humiliation and separation. Yes, I'm going to talk about humiliation and separation tomorrow on Transparency Tuesday. But the third one is qualification. Number 4 is glorification. Number 5 is identification. And that is what Pastor Mel was talking about today in church today. Shout out to my J. Howe family. I'm going to have to go back and listen to that. But identification is number 5. Multiplication, number 6. And domination is number 7. I'm telling you, you have to overcome to become. What? I don't know where that came from. I have to overcome to become. I wrote it down, so it came from somewhere. So when I do that, I write stuff down. But what I've noticed with this company, it produces the fruit of the spirit that's talked about in Galatians 5, 22 and 23. Love. Everybody don't always operate in love, but when we are around and fellowshipping with one another, it is definitely love there. I have witnessed this. I feel it. I mean, oh my goodness, I get emotional every time. Matter of fact, it feel like when I leave my partners, once we get together, I'll be excited. Like in 9 days, I'm be hanging out with some partners in the Bahamas. Matter of fact, the Bahamas got a team there. So, but we have partners getting ready to go and hang out in the Bahamas at this 5-star luxury hotel resort. Rather, I'm sorry, resort, because resorts and hotels are totally different. I know that now, but so I've went through the process of getting my nails done, some closer as we get to the time to get ready to go, because it's a 15-hour flight, so I leave out on the 15th, but we'll be there until the 20th. This will be my second time to the Bahamas, but the first time I went was on a cruise, and you only get like 2 hours to dock, so we really didn't get to see. But I'll be there for 5 days. For 2 people, $399. Yes, I'm halfway packed. Got the dogs situated, got their food. I cooked their food this week, so they'll be prepared for next week because I'm gonna be out. What else? But I'm so excited. But in 9 days, I'll be in Nassau, Bahamas. Yes, I will. With my book, I'm going to catch up on some reading. I'm going to catch up on some writing because I am in the process of writing my third book. And that one is going to be all about my baby, Chris. So, if you out there and you know me and knew my sons, if you got any pictures lying around that contain him, you may want to send them to me in your little letter, because I'm still waiting on letters. I've been prolonging and procrastinating about this book because I've been waiting on y'all. I'm not anymore. So if you still want to put your 2 cents, is letters to Chris. And if you want to participate in that project, by all means, make sure you get your letter in. Check his page for the details, because I'm not going to repeat myself, because I've started to write. So once I get my flow going, that's what it is. It's going. So for those who have not already done so, you still have time, because luckily for you, I was a procrastinator. But one of the things that I wanted to talk about was the fact that there's love in this company. We're global in 72 countries, and everybody that I have come across, and I have come across quite a few, something like a celebrity, a little bit like the poster child, because I stay gone. And but that's what I wanted to do. But now it's time to, I figure like, hey, I done worked the job since I was 14 years old. I'm about to see what it'd be like if I really took this thing seriously and started doing it. So that's what I'm doing now. So it already organically grown. I have not paid for my business in 4 of the 5 years that I've been here. So watch what's about to happen. I just watch what God is finna do, because I literally asked him for this, not knowing that it was gonna come in the shape and form of this membership, this club. But what I needed at the time, God always gives you your heart's desire, and what I needed was something different. I know I have to still do the same things. You got monthly residual bills. I know you still got to do that, but I needed something totally different. I needed a different way to go about doing it, and I have found it. I am so excited. There is a smile. I have a peace that surpasses all my understanding because of this company. I've learned how to be, oh Lord, I'm still learning patience. God is still working on me with being patient. I'm still being patient, but I'm looking for the people that's looking for me. I'm looking for winners. If you want to know the qualification of the type of winner that I'm looking for, please go back and look at that segment that I talked about. But kindness, oh my goodness, it's so many. We are like brothers and sisters in this walk, in this travel journey. We've all gone through some of everything. Like, it's a bunch of Jobs in here, but at the end of Job, what happened? God gave it back to him tenfold, 70 times 7 over. So you read the book of Job, but I'm telling you, faithfulness, goodness, gentleness, and self-control, you can find that in here. Just lock arms. It's been exciting. Actually, it's really been exciting. And I'm like this, you know what, you tend to get what you give. You get what you give. And that's my love language. My love language is reciprocity. I have to get what I'm giving. And if I'm not getting it, then it's null and void, contract, null and void, cutting ties, and going by my business. Still will have love for you. Oh yes, I would, but I ain't got to deal with it, especially if I'm telling you. So, you get what you read, you get what you repeat too. And good habits make time your ally. Bad habits make time your enemy. There's a lot to let go and definitely just let go and let God. Some of them was people, and what I hate is that we tend to make a few changes, but then when we see that the results ain't going as fast as it's supposed to, or you think it should, then you go back to the same routine. It's beyond me, but you have to keep at it. You just got, like Dora said on Finding Nemo, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. And the people that's supposed to be connected to you will find you. Just like when I had my sis, Sasha Roberts. She always say, your husband's going to find you. And I'm looking at the Bible, he that findeth a wife find a good thing. So when guys be coming up to me like this, what you looking for? I'm like, I'm not. I am one person gave me this quote, and I took it from him because I heard him say it. But I am 1000% focused on building my travel business. So if I can't help you save money on travel or make some money while you're traveling, then I really can't help you. And I'm so sorry. And if you're just now tuning in, it is Miracle Mondays on 369, so much more than travel. And we are talking about why tiny changes make a big difference. So my grandmother had a garden, and I remember her always in that garden. She was always in the garden, and she would allow us to help it, planting the seed, talking to the plants, and nurturing the plants, and flowering, and water them, and making sure it has everything that it needs. And then I was just so impatient. I was like, I want some tomatoes. Are they ready yet? No, they're not ready. They have to get they have to go through the process. And as a kid, you're really impatient. I wanted tomatoes. And I didn't know that it was different stages of tomatoes. So once the tomatoes got to be green, and I'm used to, as a kid, used to the tomatoes being red. And when I tried me some fried green tomatoes, Lord of mercy. When I tell you it was the bee's knees, I looked at the green tomatoes, I looked at red tomatoes differently. But it's all a process. And anything worth having is not going to be easily obtained. Tomorrow night, we have our faith leaders call, which is a later call at 10 o'clock. So y'all should be getting for work, settled in, kids in the bed, stuff like that. Here is the Zoom ID for our travel plug on Tuesdays. The West Coast do it with Doc and Renee Finley, or maybe Dr. Ty Hendricks, and two-star director Benicia Gully, our newest two-star director. I can't wait to be there with you, girl. But I'm gonna enjoy my look. I thank God for small beginnings, because I remember when I came into this company, I was unemployed. As a matter of fact, I ain't worked a job since 2013. I'm never going back to work for nobody. I'm not working for the man no more. I've worked for the man since I was 14 years old, been to the military, all that stuff. And every time I turn around, somebody trying to tell me what to do. Now I do what I want, when I want, how I want, and I get paid to do it. And it's an amazing thing. And I want you to take a look at this information. These are one of the tiny changes that I've been making lately, which is the podcast, the 369, so much more to travel. I do it when I don't want to do it. And I just look, every day, it's not a day that I don't want to do it. There's days that I can't do it because things happen. Technology sometimes is not my friend. But that leads me to Friday. So Friday, I was supposed to do the blessing wheel, and I still have it here. So what I will do is do it this Friday. Lo and behold, Lord willing, there's no hurricanes and all this stuff knocking power out, all the crazy stuff going on. But you never know. But I'll probably do it tomorrow. But if I don't do it tomorrow, I will do it on Friday. And then I'll do 2 instead of 1. So that means you still have a chance if you have not gotten your name on the list. And the list is long. So if you have not gotten your name on the list, guess what? It's Miracle Mondays and anything is possible, especially if you put God in it. And that's a lot. That's one thing that I did not do when I was growing up, younger. I grew up in the church, but as I became an adult, I just left God out of the equation. Won't be doing that anymore. Sorry, Daddy. And now I'm literally back on track. So we talked about today why tiny changes make a big difference. We're going to come back tomorrow night for Transparency Tuesday. I'm excited about that. So we can go through the 7 stages of blessing of Abraham, which I talked about today was humiliation, separation, qualification, glorification, identification, multiplication, and domination. We're going to cover humiliation and separation tomorrow on Transparency Tuesdays. Make sure you click like, click share, comment in the section. Let me know that you tuned in so you can get your name on that wheel for Friday night for free on Fridays. So thank you so much for tuning in to Miracle Mondays. I am Tanya Evans, and this was another episode of 369. So much more than travel. Thank you so much for chiming in. I will see you at the beaches, the banks, or both. I'm trying to get you there. Have a great one.
Big step. Big step. Trust. Overcome fear.